Hi, my name is Laura. Thank you so much for checking out my profile. I wanted to use this opportunity in this video to tell you a little about the work that I do and how I can best support you. So it's likely that if you have checked out my profile, it means that not only are you seeking support, but you may also be struggling with anxiety, depression, trauma, or low self-esteem, and or all of those things. So I wanted to tell you a little about what you can expect from the first session and beyond with me. So first off, what will happen is that you will come in via the remote platform, the Zoom, and the first session is spent with you and I getting to know one another and also helping you to be able to gather coping skills, basically, for what you've been struggling with most recently. What it starts with is me facilitating a grounding process for you. And what that looks like is I'll ask you to place your feet on the floor, place your back against your chair, come in contact with your breath. And this usually lasts about 2 minutes, and I have a set of chimes also that I can ring for you for the right as we are leading into the rest of the session. And the rest of the session pretty much looks like this. So I will ask you about what has been arising for you. What's been happening in your life that you want to process over the last couple of weeks, especially. And as we go along, I may offer doodling, I may offer writing or movement in the form of, for example, if you are motioning with your hands as you're talking, then I may say, I may pause you at some point right after I noticed you motioning with your hands, and I may say, hey, I noticed you were doing some movement with your hands as you were talking about this thing that sounds really important. It sounds like something you really want to dive deeper into. Can we work with that a bit more, and would you like to do that movement again and see what arises for you? And then sometimes what will happen is that memories will come up, or certain images, or you may get like a really like that, familiar, most likely familiar, tense feeling in your chest or in your gut that, indicates anxiety. And then that way we can bring those emotions more to this, even more to the surface, and understand and explore them in order to release and transform. So that's really a lot of what the work is about, is bringing emotions to the surface and getting clear on what is this about for me, so that it can be released and then transformed into anything from a calmer feeling, or a feeling of being more in control, more settled, and so forth. So that's kind of the gist of the expressive arts work. The client-centered part is really important as well, because it is all about you being in charge of the session at all times. So I may offer some kind of expressive arts activity using color or movement, and you get the opportunity with me to say no, and or nah, I'd rather not, even that kind of no, or I'd rather talk today, and then and also provide me with feedback, which a lot of times in our lives we don't get the chance to provide feedback to our loved ones in a way where we feel understood, at least in my experience. Okay, and the experiences that I've heard about from my clients. So I really look forward to working with you. This work of person-centered expressive arts, it transforms people with low self-esteem and high anxiety into more calm, centered, balanced, grounded, boundaried individual. Thanks so much, and I look forward to our first session.